In the UK now, the union representing nurses has threatened to dramatically escalate its strike action if negotiations with the government regarding pay don't make progress. The government's facing another week of disputes across several sectors, including railway personnel and teaching staff, who warn this is just the beginning.
Just the beginning? Ahead of more NHS strikes in England in the coming days, one nursing union now says disruption could double in size next month if pay talks don't progress. For a government facing another week locked into several disputes in several sectors, no change in position. This minister simply warning walkouts would affect patients.
We have to put detailed contingency plans in place, working with the NHS and health service managers to make sure we can still deliver safe care even on days when there are strikes. But there is clearly an impact when significant numbers of staff don't come to work.
But could that impact be graver during ambulance strikes? The Health Secretary has said during recent walkouts, not all unions agreed to put cover in place for some serious 999 calls, including chest pain and suspected strokes. In the letter to the GMB union, Steve Barclay said, "I want to be absolutely clear that my colleagues across government and I greatly value the vital work ambulance workers do. That being said, during recent action, I have not been reassured that the current system of voluntary arrangements can be relied upon to ensure patient and public safety."
Our reps had worked tirelessly with the ambulance trusts about making sure that there was emergency provision in place. We were commended by the employers for the way that this had happened, and the results of it were on the first day of the ambulance dispute, you were more likely to be picked up if you had a serious issue, and quicker.
This row comes as MPs prepare to debate controversial new laws that would enforce minimum service levels on strike days in sectors like health and education. The risk for the government is this all sours the mood of pay talks and leads unions to escalate their action. No specifics from the Labour leader on how he would avert strikes. Sir Keir Starmer today saying dysfunction in the NHS means an overhaul is now needed.
I've long believed in reform of public services. When I ran the Crown Prosecution Service, I could see the reform we needed. You will always have, whether it's the NHS or any other public service, people say, well, don't do it, it's always been done this way. They're nearly always wrong. Of course, there will be, challenges whenever you reform something, but frankly, if you don't reform the NHS, then I fear it will die.
Following ongoing walkouts in Scottish schools, education unions in England and Wales will announce results of their ballots on Monday, with action widely expected. One glimmer of hope may be on the trains, with a new offer expected to be made to workers this week. Rail unions are warning against an abundance of optimism, though. Little to be certain about, it seems, apart from more disruption in many walks of life.